What's up, CEOs? Today we are talking about no decline funding stacking plan. Okay, this is about getting the money you need to do the things you need to do or want to do. And today I'm going to bring in my funding partner. Okay, you met her around last year. And over the year, we have been able to fund some people. So I'm excited to bring her back to talk a little bit about the program and like how you can be one of these people. Okay, so let me just say, join the group full of dealers. Okay, the description is in the link is in the description so that you can get these trainings earlier and you can have like Q&A and get some more support on the back end. Okay, because this video will be uploaded to YouTube. Also, since it is uploaded to YouTube, subscribe to YouTube so that YouTube knows that this is some good info to share. I appreciate that, so I can find more dealers to join our family of dealers, because we are stronger together. All right, CEOs. For those who do not know me, I'm Shamel Leonard. I started the Auto Dealer Business School because I felt like there needed to be a resource for startup dealers, new dealers, small dealers to start well and grow their business. So that's what we do here. And I have been helping lots of dealers and now establishing the family of dealers so that this tax season we're able to not only help ourselves but help our community. All right, CEOs. So this video is going to be sponsored by the Clutch Fund, because the Clutch Fund is money, right? Clutch, like it's right on time, right? Clutch, like the clutch in the car, you know, where you have to push in the clutch for it to go, right? You need money to fund your dreams, your aspirations, your lifestyle, your investments, okay? Whatever you want to do, whatever business you choose, it's an investment, and there is money out there for you. Be it you want to be a cash car dealer, buy here, pay here dealer, an auto lender, a mechanic, you want to be a detailer, you want to start your own body shop, you know, you name it, right? Money will help it to be better, okay? Well funded. You can hire a team, you know, get some people on your team, hire or contract, right? And then you can be better for it, all right, CEOs? So get the money you need, schedule a safe pre-qualification call. I call it safe because I feel like a lot of people are scared about the money or like the decline, right? And so this is safe because you don't have to give any personal information. Like there's no social security number. There's no hard inquiry. You know, we're not checking any documents. This is purely off of what you tell us is on your profile, okay? And then you can get pre-qualified. No decline, right? No shame, no skin, no, you know, no cut, right? Okay, if you don't qualify. And if you don't qualify, then there is a plan for you to be able to qualify soon, all right, to help to make you fundable, all right, CEOs? So schedule your safe pre-qualification call so you can get this money, okay? All right.
We made it.
We made it. How are you? So good to see you.
Good, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Is there a little bit of a delay? You
Slightly. It's like a 2-second delay.
Okay, no worries, because we still gonna get this info to the people who are looking for this money. Okay, so I was buying time before you came on, just talking about just all the people who have been able to get funding and how fast. Like
Yeah.
I've been so impressed, and I even told people, I'm like, I feel like we kind of like buddies now. Is you a good friend to have? Okay, and
I love it. I love it.
that's the true CEOs. Like, you know, you want somebody who you can really tell the truth to, right? Like, I think of it like this: like, if you, you know, for some reason did something not within the law, right, and then you hired somebody to help you with that something, you need to tell them the truth.
Yes, yes,
Right? You need to
yes.
be able to
The
feel
truth
like
will set you free.
yeah, the truth will set you free. You need to feel like you can confide in them because you need somebody to like really tell you what is the truth for you, like what you can really do, how you can
Yes,
really get out of this, right?
yes, yes, yes,
So,
yes, yes.
yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about today is just really having a funding partner that you can tell the truth to and that you can get funded and hopefully over and over and over again. So, one of the questions I get a lot is this good money? Right? Because we hear about good money, bad money, right? When it comes to
Uh-huh.
lending.
Yeah.
So the is this with your over 290 lenders, is this good money?
Yeah, I would ask, I would definitely say this is 100% good money. And just to go back to your point of, one cool thing about this platform is that we're not going to sell you a dream. This money is just as good as that W-2 money, and some of the other things that some of our clients do for money. So this is just as good as that, probably 100 times better. Okay, but we're going to do things the right way. Absolutely. This money comes fast. You can use it for any purpose. And there are no parameters. The only parameter would be getting you qualified for funding and getting you prepared for funding if you have less than stellar credit. However, those who are ready, which both Shamel and I have partnered together to kind of pre-qualify you, you'd be funded within a day. So it's good money for any circumstance. Anything that you are collaborating with Shamel for, it's going to be an automatic yes. It's a liquid cash deposit. So absolutely, the answer is a big yes. It's good money.
Yes, I agree with you. I think it's good money. These are my reasons why I think it's good money. One, because it's
Yeah.
a fast approval, right? There's nothing
Yes.
worse than submitting an application and then waiting. There, so fast
Yeah.
approval, fast funding is nothing
Yeah.
worse than getting approved and then waiting, right? Like that's even worse, right? The cash deposits, my
Yeah.
clients, the dealers have really been excited about, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
cash money, the interest rates as low as 5%, right?
Yep, as low as 5%. It's based on credit profile, but as you know, as I know, because you have such a wonderful action plan with your clients, interest rates and terms really shouldn't be a factor if you have that wealth mindset because you know what you're going to do with the money. You know how much money you're going to make once you receive the money. So the bigger picture, your return is going to be astronomical, especially if they're partnered with your program. But yes, as low as 5%. The terms are 3, 5, and 7 years. There's no prepayment penalties. It's a Yes, so no prepayment penalties. You can pay the loans off as quickly as you'd like. And like we said earlier, the sky is the limit. So how you decide to disperse the money is totally up to you. The name of the game is just making sure that you meet all of our minimum parameters. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So when I talk to people during our pre-qualification call, one of the things that I talk about the most as being like very valuable is the loan stacking because I've been in business honestly a while, CEOs, and
Yeah.
one of the tricks that I've been trying to use all through the years is like how many times can I submit a loan application before one finds out, it's like my own little loan stacking,
Yes.
but it's too complex. So they got that
Yes.
for
Yeah.
you. So can you explain
Yes,
loan
that's
stacking?
correct. Yes, yes. So here you're doing that all under one umbrella. We have over 290 lending partners, and we allow each and every one of our clients to be able to accept more than one approval. So, like Chanel said, instead of you having to, try to scout on your own avenue, let me go to Wells Fargo, let me see if I go to Bank of America, let me try Navy Federal. All of those lenders are under our umbrella, plus some private money. And so on the back end, we actually have negotiators in place, which is totally different than you go into your local bank where they throw you in some software software. They do some hard credit pulls, and then maybe you walk out with some money. Maybe you walk out with maybe $5,000, $10,000. Not here. So with us, we actually manually negotiate with each one of our lenders. We have a network of close to 300 lenders. Okay. And so our negotiators go one by one by one by one, negotiating terms, negotiating rates for you. So it's kind of like that intimate thing, having real conversations versus you going through, a system. And so we pull forward the lenders that are most compatible for you, and you can actually accept more than one. And just, statistically, most of our clients, they accept everything on the table. They don't leave a crumb behind.
I know
So
that's
yes, we
right.
could. You may have one lender that wants to loan you, let's say 50,000, maybe a second lender 100, maybe a third 75,000. That's liquid cash. What would you do with it? What would you do with it? So absolutely, that stacking method is what sets us apart from a lot of lending institutions.
Yes, yes, I do like that a lot. So, okay, you did also mention, when you go to the banks, they do a hard inquiry. Another thing that I really like and what dealers
Mhm.
have really been liking is no
Yeah.
hard inquiry until
Yeah.
offers.
Yes, yes. So not until you say yes and you're committed to that particular lender. Let's say you have three lenders on the table, and maybe two of them will satisfy, whatever opportunity you're looking to get accomplished. And so you can maybe anticipate two hard credit pulls. But the cool thing with us is it depends on the lender. So some lenders won't do a hard credit pull. Some lenders will just go ahead and push the file through. So the lenders still have the option on whether or not they want to do a hard credit pull or not. So it's not even guaranteed. But yeah. But if you go into your local bank, they're doing a hard credit pull right up front before you're even, and it could possibly be a decline. And now you're stuck with that hard credit pull and no money. So,
Right. Because also, what I've learned, over the
Mhm.
years, I've been trying to learn what it is to be fundable. Right.
Yeah,
And what
yeah,
I've learned in working with you all is being fundable also means your inquiries. Like, once you have too many
hmm
inquiries, then you're
yeah,
not considered fundable. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
in
yeah.
your best interest to like get with somebody who can, get you what
Yes.
you need without the inquiries.
Yes, we're definitely a one-stop shop. Those inquiries in the eyes of the lenders, it looks like desperation. And so because we're unsecured funding, that credit profile is so important. It's the storyline. So it's letting the lenders know, hey, this person is a responsible borrower. We don't see 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inquiries. This person, because people who shop their credit, it just looks like, okay, why are they shopping so much? Why are they so desperate? Why are other lending institutions not funding them? So it just raises their eyebrows. So you definitely want to steer away from that. Lenders do not find that attractive, not at all. So, but yeah,
Okay.
I love that point.
Okay, awesome. So, all right. So now we established this is good money. Like that's important for
Yes.
me because you do hear there's bad money, there's good money. Establish this is
Yeah.
good money. This is a good loans.
Yeah.
Now, what does somebody need to do to be able to get the good money?
Yeah, so in order to be able to get the quote unquote good money, we really want you to have a 680 or higher credit score with each bureau. Ideally above 700, and yes, we can go as low as 650, but if we're setting you up for success, you need to have a 680 or higher minimally. A couple of the other criterias, you need to have a $50,000 or more annual income. We can go as low as 32,000, but ideally 50,000 or more. Late payments, collections, charge-offs, things of that nature would lean you more toward our funding preparation program first. If you have any new lines of personal credit, so if you just opened up a credit card or took out a new car loan or mortgage note. So anything new reporting on your credit would again gear you toward our funding preparation program. So you want to think of anything credit blemish wise or negatively reporting. Definitely get with us and have a one-on-one. You'll probably need our funding prep program first so that we don't just throw you in the pipeline and either you come out low or you come out at a decline completely. So anything credit wise that you may think is a blemish, even if you have no credit, so you don't have a hefty enough credit profile. So let's say you have three, I don't know, Macy's credit cards, it meets our minimum criteria of having three open and active trade lines, but you may want to consider getting into our funding prep program first. Our lenders really like a hefty credit profile, because again, it's all about that storyline. So credit is big here. Income wise, we accept W-2, we accept self-employed, we accept retirement income, and we also accept disability. Right now, we do not fund residents who reside in the states of Iowa or California, and you really need to be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident of the U.S. And so, really and truly, if you meet all of the credit questions are going to be the bulk of our when we have our consultation call. We're going to make sure that your credit profile is in position to win before we throw you into the pipeline. And if there's something happening with credit, please don't shy away. We have a funding prep program that'll get you turned around very, very, very quickly without you having to go through credit repair. So, but yes, those are some of the minimum criterias to get you guys some of that good money. Okay.
Yes, get some of this good money. Cause yes, another reason why I wanted to partner with President Karen is because there is like another option. Like if you can't choose door number one, you can choose door number two. And I like that because I don't like saying no. And I know a lot of people that I work with also don't, want to be able to help their
Yeah.
customer, right?
Yeah.
So with this, there is still a way. So
Yes.
for somebody who is watching this and they're like, okay, like I meet the criteria, then what do they need to do?
So the first thing you want to do is you're going to fill out. I know Shamel, you have a questionnaire. So you want to get with Shamel and fill out her client questionnaire, and it's just a list of our criterias, and that'll get this process started. And so she will consult with you directly, and she will then three-way you into me, where we'll kind of just triple check that there's no additional questions, guys. And it's just as simple as submitting your documents. It's basic things that you probably have on your laptop right now.
Uh-oh. Application call. So I was just explaining a little while we were waiting on you to come in on like how we do
Yes,
the
yes.
call. Yeah. So
Yep. So
you
we'll do a three-way call. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. So you have a call with me first. So you schedule a call with me first. And that is
Yeah.
because, like, I know how intimidating it can be to talk to a lender. So we're going to hash all that out now, right? Like, I'm the friend who you want to tell all the business to. Okay. So, and rest assured, you can tell me the business. Like, I had a guy I talked to yesterday, and he was nervous. I could tell he was nervous. He was like, kind of throwing up walls. He wasn't really answering questions. And I was just like, look, you do not have to be nervous. Like, I have had to fix my credit several times over this journey. Like, I wasn't born with good credit, like I've
Right.
had to work at it. So whatever you got going
Yeah.
on, like, you do not have to be ashamed. So we do that. We also talk about how this money can help you. And then I call President Karen, and President Karen's is going to make sure you meet the criteria and then let you know. That's the whole no decline. Like, you don't have to go through the embarrassment of a decline or the inquiry of a decline or any
Yeah.
of that. This is the no decline method.
Yeah.
So yes, is there
Yeah.
anything you want to
Yeah.
add to the call once we patch you in?
No, I love that the no decline method, because we really don't turn anybody away. It's always a yes. It's always a yes, and so we have that step by step process just to make sure that, because yes, you're going to spill all the tea to Miss Chamel here, and then when I come in, just in case I may ask a question and that may trigger your memory a little bit, and you got some more tea that you want to spill, but we need to know everything. We got to know everything, and so that way you're not wasting more time, more energy, and the more time and energy that you waste, that's more money that's being left on the table as well. So our job is to get you expedited. And so once I determine that you do pre-qualify, it's just as simple as getting your documents in same day. I like to call it fast docs, same day docs. We're going to move with a sense of urgency. You'll do what's called a compliance call, and it's just an identity check with an underwriter. And you're just waiting on a phone call with good news. It's like Santa Claus coming down the chimney.
Okay.
But yes, and Chanel, did you want me to briefly go into the funding prep, or did you want to do that on a case by case basis, or how did you want to do that?
No, we're going to talk about the funding prep, but first,
Yeah.
let's talk about the funding because that's exciting. Like
Yes.
once we call President Karen and she,
Uh-huh.
determines that you can qualify now, she will send you your application, and then you have your list of docs to get in, and they're the docs that most lending institutions need. Like you got to prove your income, got
Yeah.
to prove your identity, right? So get
Yeah.
your docs in, and then once you have your docs in, then yes, your
That's it.
compliance call, and then your offers, and then you get to make a decision. I don't know. You said all that. I just wanted to, I guess,
Yeah.
like talk about
It's
it again because
exciting.
that's the exciting
I mean,
part to
it's
me.
exciting to have. Yes, yes, because I had a client that she applied. Let's see, so she applied yesterday. Today she got approvals, and she'll have her money in her account by tomorrow. So it was just as simple as that. So literally, guys, all you got to do is get your documents in. You're waiting on a decision, and really, be ready to accept. As soon as you accept your funding, you'll be funded the following day. And guys, the sky is the limit. So it's very easy.
Yes, yes.
uh,
And I've had
so,
people come who are looking to get started and they wanted
mhm.
money. I had a one
Yeah.
guy who he inherited a dealership from his
Mhm.
late father,
Wow.
and
Mhm.
he was waiting forever for his license because he didn't go through the drama-free licensing program. And
Wow.
so the money, it was costing him money. So it was like in a nick of time he got the funding. So the
Yeah.
funding can be used for anything you need it to be used for. So
Mhm.
yes, do
Mhm.
tell us about the preparation program because there are a lot of people who are like, oh, but my credit cards, oh, but my student loans, oh,
Yeah.
I'm refinancing a house, oh, whatever. So let's talk
Yeah.
about the credit preparation.
Yeah, and I'm just going to give a quick snippet of it because I don't want any credit repair specialists. Because guys, we're not big on credit repair. Okay, we're not big on credit repair, and of course, we're on social media right now, and there's just a lot of things on social media that, let me just be straight up with you, they're not legit. Okay,
And
so
look, me
I don't.
either. I'm not big on credit repair because I've done credit repair in the past and
I
it
have
takes
to.
forever.
I have to. I have
And then
to.
you're like,
So
okay, am I done? Well, then
yeah.
once I'm done, what's next?
Well, they want to keep you doing that so you can keep paying those monthly fees. It's a business.
Yes.
But credit repair is illegal in certain states. One of them being Georgia. There's a lot of other states that are following suit. And let's just be honest, there's a lot of people that are trying to beat the system, wipe out your credit, and all these things that you got to be really weary of. Our funding preparation is geared toward getting you funded. It is an investment. It is an investment, but you got to invest into something if you want to get funded. It's just as simple as that. And so, what we'll do is we'll speak to our lenders on your behalf. Yes, we have close to 300 lenders. We'll speak to our lenders. We'll negotiate on your behalf. They'll come up with an action plan for you. That action plan is not going to cover everything on your credit. So they're going to negotiate with our negotiators, talk about you, your business, spill all the tea, and they're going to come up with a very small action plan on how we can get you funded quickly. Yes, you may have 3 late payments and 2 charge-offs, and I'm just throwing things out there. So instead of covering everything, let's just help him with that 1 late payment, one of the charge-offs, and then can he get back to the funding table? Or yes, all of her credit cards are maxed out. Instead of her having to pay all the credit cards off, can she just pay off, this one and just pay it down to maybe, let's say, 80%? So we negotiate with our lenders to come up with a master plan, and all you got to do is be willing to get it done. And we have mentors in place, and these are experts. These aren't any fake me out gurus or anything like that. Again, you guys, social media is crazy. These are people, we funded over $14 billion last year. So we're not a broke organization by far. So we've hired on the people that they have the sauce, and they're going to push and pull you into success, help you with your master plan. Again, this is not credit repair. Well, I know I got this going on my credit. I have that going on. Can they do this? Can they do that? Reel it in a little bit. They're only focusing on what's on your master plan because that's what the lenders want you to do. And so they'll help you with that. Once that's completed, now you're back in action to come back to Shamel and be ready and in position to become fundable. Okay, so, but yes, that's called the I Will Master Plan. Guys, I actually have a call this Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So get with Shamel. She'll give you the Zoom link and we'll break down the funding as well as some success stories as well as the I Will Master Plan. But that'll be step one if you have less than stellar credit. And I mean, hey, you'd be funded before the year is out.
Perfect, perfect. When you
Okay.
were talking about that credit repair,
Uh-huh.
first, I like the preparation because, yeah,
Mhm.
you do all this stuff on your credit and then you go to the lender and they're like, now you don't have enough credit. Now
Yeah.
you don't have,
Yeah.
you know. So,
Hmm.
like, it's better to have a plan instead of like just deleting everything because some of the stuff is good stuff. One of
Yes.
the criteria for a strong credit profile is length of credit. And if you
Yeah.
deleting stuff off of there, like now you're shortening
There you
your length
go.
of credit or erasing it altogether. Like you
There
really
you
do
go.
need a true strategist for the funding.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
not just about having good credit, it's about what can that credit do for you.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Yes, I've had
Yes.
somebody with an 800 credit score who had, I think this guy had like a JC Penney's credit card on his credit profile. So yes, he was able to pay that bill on time over a period of time, that one credit card, but he didn't even really have credit. So he wasn't, he wasn't in position for an unsecured personal loan. And so yes, he had to go through this program first to set him up for success. So not so much the scores. Some of us get so in love with the credit scores. It's not that. It's really that storyline, and I'm hearing it directly from the lenders. So you mean to tell me if I do what you tell me to do, you are the lender, and you're telling me what to do in order for you to guarantee me your money. I think I'm going to do what you tell me to do.
Right.
I'm
Somebody
going to
tell
follow
me what
that.
to do. Just somebody
Right.
tell me what to do.
Exactly. Exactly. So,
So I can get this money.
uh, yes. Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes. And then when you were talking about credit repair, I had a flashback of this snippet of that
Hmm.
show Pop the Balloon.
Oh yeah.
And there was this one guy, he was like, I do credit repair, and she popped the balloon because it's the new it thing to do. Like everybody do
Yeah.
credit repair, and I'm not
Yeah.
knocking
Yeah.
it, but like it's really about getting funded. Like we're not
Yeah.
just out here just doing anything. That's why I don't
Yeah.
teach anything with
Yeah.
your car business. Like you got to
Yeah.
be strategic. You got to monetize it. Your credit is one thing too
Mhm.
that you have to monetize. Monetize your credit. How are you
Yeah.
doing that? It's not just about cleaning it. So I
Yeah. Love
appreciate,
that.
yeah, you coming on today.
Yes.
Anything that I missed?
No, you
That
covered everything. Guys, we are just wanting people who are willing. This is not a sales thing, or Shamel and I are in the business of simply serving our community. That's it. We want to work with people who are willing and ready. So if you still got to pray on it, you still got to kind of just write it in your notebook, do that. Do that. I had a very wonderful conversation with the client just this morning. She said, man, this sounds like the right opportunity for me, but I gotta pray on it. I said, can I just be honest with you? You've already prayed on it. God didn't have to tell me. You've already prayed on it. You've prayed on this thing over and over and over again. And here comes Karen Jackson, right here, and you still gotta pray on it. He answers that prayer. And so, guys, we want to work
sometimes.
with people that really see the vision. You're ready to expedite things. You are a decisive person. You know how to make a decision when God gives you that light bulb going off. You're able to make a solid determination that these are the ladies that I want to work with. So I'm wishing you guys a wonderful Tuesday, and thank you so much, Shamel, for having me on. I love this.
Yes, I'm so thankful for you. I am. Like I was telling everybody before you came on. Yes, I was skeptical too because I want to align myself with something that works, that's,
Yeah,
truthful, right?
yeah, yeah.
And God answered my prayer, okay?
Thank
And I am
you.
so
Yeah.
thankful for it. So, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
I look forward to talking with you in some
Yes.
pre-qualification calls with some of the
Let's do
dealers.
it. I'm available. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. You guys have a great Tuesday.
All right, you too. All right, CEO. So listen, I just want to wrap this up by saying there is a certain mindset to having funding, right? Like I get that once you have the funding, you can feel like maybe there now you have a responsibility. Maybe you could feel pressure, right? I share that with you. Like, I talked about getting funding and like having a plan to invest it, right? I want to just say that for me, I think in my whole life, always associated responsibility with freedom. Okay. But I do know that some people don't. But when you have the responsibility, you have the freedom to be able to direct your path in whatever direction you need it to be. All right. The responsibility is actually freedom. You just have to implement a plan that works. The plan that works, you already know, is to invest in something that will pay you back. Inventory is a good investment. All right. It's not about a car business or a dealership. It is about investing in inventory, because inventory, you invest in inventory, the right inventory, you get to sell that inventory, you get to profit from that. Okay. Then you spend the profits. All right, CEO. So the responsibility is to have an investment mindset, or the mindset is for the funding, have an investment mindset, invest in your inventory, and invest in ways to sell that inventory. And then you will have multiplied your money. All right. Get a system to multiply your money via inventory. That is what we're doing here. All right, CEOs. Be blessed. If you are ready to get funded, then schedule a pre-qualification call. The link is in the description. Like I said, you talk to me, then we'll talk to President Karen Jackson, and she'll pre-qualify you. And it'll be now or later. All right. But either way, you'll get funded. And then you'll be able to live your dreams, start your dreams, invest like your dreams, whatever. Move on, make your life better because of it. All right, CEOs, be blessed. I'm always praying for you, but prayer without works is dead. Okay, I did hear somebody say that everything you want in life costs something. The body you want, the relationship you want, the business you want, it all costs something. And some people just simply aren't willing to pay the cost, and that's no dig. That's no dig at all, because I mean, it is something, you gotta be disciplined, you gotta execute, right? I'm willing to pay the cost though. I have declared a while back that I'm willing to pay the cost. And so if you're willing to pay the cost to have the business you want, the lifestyle you want, then schedule your pre-qualification call. Let's get you the funding you want. All right, CEOs, be blessed. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.